MyBooster.com.
Mr. Millard, what are you doing?
Boosterthon.com.
Mr. Millard, what are you doing?
Oh, I was thinking about Boosterthon and I was excited. I was hoping all of our kids did their Star Student video yesterday. And then I was thinking about my hat and how it reminded me of a Frisbee. And I thought I could play around a little bit while I was waiting for you to start the video.
Well, Mr. Millard, you're not being a good steward with that hat.
What do you mean? What's a steward?
You don't know what stewardship is?
I have no idea. That's a way too big a word for me.
It is a big word. Stewardship means you take care of things that have been given to you. And if I remember correctly, I gave you that hat.
You're right. You did give it to me, and I haven't been taking very good care of it. So maybe I should start taking care of it since it was a gift. I'm sorry I haven't used good stewardship with something that you gave me. I promise I'll do better.
I expect you to do better.
Well, and I think today's theme, character trait for Boosterthon is stewardship, so I should probably pay attention to the video too, huh?
Yes, you should.
Speaking of Boosterthon, we are doing a great job. We are already a quarter of the way to our goal, and we'll take a look at our stats in just a second. But I wanted to let you know about our extra special challenge for tonight. Are you ready, Miss Quiggins?
I'm ready.
Tonight is our extra recess challenge. Tonight, the class that gets the most in new donations on
MyBooster.com
will earn extra recess. If you want your class to win, repeat after me. Show them how to do it, Miss Quiggins. Say, come on, team.
Come on, team.
So if you want your class to win, you need to make sure that you log on and get some new donations tonight. Let's take a look at our stats and see where we're at. Remember that our goal is to raise $45,000 for new playground equipment, and currently we're at $12,823. Way to go, Bobcats. Let's take a look at our class pledge-o-meters. In kindergarten, Miss Darden is at $11.66 per lap on the pledge-o-meter. Miss Gregory is at $9 a lap. Mrs. Kerner, $24.67 per lap. Miss Lazarus, $1 per lap. Mrs. Munoz, $23.51 per lap. And Mrs. Shank, $11.42 per lap. Great job, kindergarten. In first grade, Mrs. Howell is at $20 per lap. Mrs. McLeod, $8.01 per lap. Mrs. McDermott, $6.33 per lap. Miss Moore, way to go, $32.50 per lap. Mrs. O, $23.32 a lap. Mrs. Stark, $29.83 per lap. And Mrs. Threadgill, $12.68 per lap. You're doing great, first grade. In second grade, we have Mrs. Dameron at $9.84 per lap. Mrs. Davis is at $4 per lap. Mrs. Furman is at $23.67 per lap. Miss Herlihy, her pledge meter says $22.51. Mrs. Registers at $10.34, and Miss Williams is at $11 per lap on the pledge meter. Great job, second grade. Third grade is really rocking and rolling. Mrs. Connor is at $34.38 per lap. Mrs. Ferris is at $31.50 per lap. Mr. Jones is at $16.66 per lap. Mrs. Schmidt, wow, $47.14 per lap. Mrs. Tucker, $31.50 a lap. Mrs. Vicks, $18.34 per lap. And Mrs. Widener, $37.34 per lap. Amazing. Fourth grade's doing a great job. Mrs. Craven, $2.67 per lap. Miss Ganaway, $28.67 per lap. Mr. Lassiter, almost $50 per lap. Mrs. Picnic, $14.34 per lap. Mrs. Ryan, $35.52 per lap. And Mrs. Wells, $10.50 per lap. Keep it going, fourth grade. Fifth grade is holding their own. Mrs. Akos, $8.33 per lap. Miss Bowie, $12.83 per lap. Mrs. Duricki, $15.66 per lap. And Miss Doherty has $13.67 per lap on her pledge meter, and an amazing $34.33 per lap for Mr. Griffith. Way to go, fifth grade. Let's take a look at where these pledges are coming from. Currently, we have pledges from 27 of the 50 states, and we also have pledges from 4 countries: Canada, the United Kingdom, the United States, and South Africa. Keep getting pledges from your friends and family in other states so we can fill up our map. Great job, Bobcats. We are well on our way to earning $45,000 to build new playground equipment for our students. We're so excited about that. Don't forget that we've got a special challenge for tonight. Miss Quiggins, you want to share it with them one more time?
Yes, tonight is our extra recess challenge. Remember, tonight, the class that gets the most in new donations on mybooster.com will earn extra recess.
That's right. So make sure you go home and log on to mybooster.com with your families tonight. You can show them today's video, which was all about stewardship, as well as share your page and earn donations to help our school. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Have a day full of being a good steward. We're going to turn it over to our teachers who are going to share the video with you now.